Hey, and welcome back to another week of fun learning. Wanted to give you a quick overview of what to expect for the week of ending 4/24. That's next Friday. I've added a couple new links. We discussed in our last class period how to access your calendar to find the Google Hangout link. So I'm not embedding the links in today's or this week's schedule, but I did put a quick tutorial video if you forgot how to find the Google Hangout link. Intro to marketing. We are continuing to work on our entrepreneurship unit. We're going to review last week's assignments on social entrepreneurship. I'd really like to hear some student voice. So please be prepared to share your case studies. We're also going to review some of the pros and cons of capitalism. Advanced marketing. This week we are going to wrap up our radio unit. We want to explore the relationship between the music industry to COVID, and we want to explore some of those impacts. We're going to use Fox's podcast to kick off our lessons. We're then going to see how musicians are using their social media platforms to interact with their following. And particularly, I'm curious if they've been using their social media platforms to address the pandemic. Special projects, we're going to be rolling out our new format of individualized learning projects. I've built a spreadsheet with lots of different projects that you can select from this week, as well as a tutorial video on how to sign up. Ethnic studies, we are going to be reviewing chapter 2, which we got into briefly last class period, but we're going to review some of that vocabulary and we're going to start practicing applying it. You are noticing where chapter 2's concepts were showing up in our pandemic. So we want to really look at this not just conceptually, but also the practical application of these concepts. And so now I'm going to pause really quick and I'm going to foreshadow in our activities file. Okay, intro to marketing. There's this really awesome short little TED Talk on getting grounded in the why. Please take a look at that. It is so perfect, not just for entrepreneurship, but also I think just for motivation. Then we're going to do a quick case study on this particular entrepreneur and then check in with an entrepreneur that we're mostly familiar with, Mark Cuban. He has some really great tips and tricks for future business leaders. Advanced marketing, here's the link to Fox's podcast. I want you to, again, do that exploration on your own. And then there's a little link over here to the new book that we're reading. Special projects, here's a tutorial video on how to sign up for the project. Here's a link to the spreadsheet so that you can sign up for your project. For our class period, please be prepared to share out either what you're planning on doing or the progress that you've made in any sort of relevant aha moments. Ethnic studies, I want you to please download the Canopy app. You can sign up for a free Canopy account using your Multnomah library card. We're going to continue watching the documentary Race, the Power of an Illusion. We watched segment 1 in class. We're going to move on to segment 2, the stories we tell, and we're going to relate that segment to our critical race theory concepts of material determinism, racial realism, and the critique of liberalism. And again, we want to get back into the application of this theory. So I've embedded a video that your friend Lily sent to me, which is showing how a journalist is applying critical race theory tenets in her field. Have fun. Good luck. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at slemire@pps.net.